Good morning, middle school. Buenos dias, estudiantes.
Bonjour, estudiant.
Today is an A day.
Please stand and recite the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today for lunch is grilled cheese sandwich, tomato soup, carrots, and assorted fruit.
Attention Mrs. Delheim's early group. Please bring a lunch and projects to work on in room 216 today during lunch. See you there. Mr. Patlin's band lessons are canceled for today. Attention math team. If you are going to today's competition, please meet in the front foyer at 9 o'clock. Make sure to bring pencils and calculators.
The Lost crew will meet in Mrs. Pease's room for lunch today. All county students, the bus leaves at 7:45 tomorrow morning. Boys' intramurals will be today.
We have two special announcements.
Morning, everybody. I just wanted to talk about a couple really fast things, and then we got to get rolling today because we got some activities planned. First up is when we're done with morning news and you guys get attendance taken, Mrs. Streeter's going to start dismissing you via the PA up to the auditorium because today is our spelling bee. So please listen up after we're done. Teachers, make sure you have your attendance taken. Kids came up asking today, geez, how long we're going to be there? And I really don't. It's going to depend on how many words the students spell correctly. And we hope that they do a great job. So I'm guessing maybe a period or two. So you don't have to bring anything to the auditorium. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we need to talk a little bit about devices. Lots of folks are coming in with devices like watches that have internet access, etc. Okay, and I don't want to make a big deal out of everything, but here's the situation. When anything we're doing in a classroom is disruptive to another person's learning, that's something we can't have. Okay, so if you have a watch, like an Apple Watch that allows you to get access, or any other type of device that allows you to have access to the internet, when you're in class, our rule is electronics, go in your book bag when your feet hit the concrete. We'll have an exception for watches because it can also be used as a watch, but we're just going to have you be on your honor, okay? Because what I'm getting reports of is quite a few kids are going through the internet while they're in class, okay? Now, to be quite honest with you, if I had internet access during class, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably be enticed to see what's on the internet as well. So that's why you're going to have to figure out whether you can handle that or not, because if you can't, then our teacher's going to ask you for your device. And if you can wear a watch and not be on the internet, well, then that's going to be on you. All other devices, we don't have that little special deal on, okay? That was number two. The third thing we want to talk about, Mr. O'Keefe and Mr. Schoner are sponsoring a dance the last Friday, the 25th of January. That's been some questions in the office this morning about that date as well. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew what was going on. Finally, this is kind of a weird topic to talk about. When I was in school, and when Mr. Kishorek and Mrs. Bishop was in school, this term had a totally different meaning, okay? So I know this is going on the internet, and I know this is probably going to be seen by lots of parents. So I'm just saying this term, and I'm a little bit taken aback. But in our day, there was definitely a different term for the term necking, okay? Today's term for necking is when you slap somebody in the back of the neck really hard, okay? It used to be 5-star. There was so many different names for this game, okay? And now it's termed necking. So when I first heard it, I had to just take a second and get my mind around that. But here's the situation. That part's the funny part. The serious part is you can get hurt. And kids are coming in saying, I'm getting hit, and we don't do that here, okay? So I know it's a game, but games turn into somebody having their feelings hurt or getting their body actually hurt, and then we have different problems. So I love you. I don't want you to have any problems like that. Neither do the teachers, okay? So the whole game of slapping somebody to surprise them and get a jollies out of that, whether you call it necking, slapping, 5-starring, I don't care. Just please don't do that, okay? Because we don't want anybody to get hurt. And yesterday, according to the nurse, there was someone came down and was complaining of some neck problems, and we're not going to have that happen. Okay, when your parents give you to us in the morning, they give you to us in one piece, and we want to make sure that you go back the same way, not hurt, injured, or anything of the sort. Okay, so that's the story. we'll call you down for announcements, or excuse me, for the spelling bee in a few moments. But just thank you. Thank you for listening, and have a good rest of the day.
Today's quote is,
Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon. Paul Brent. Have a Fruit Loops Friday, middle school.
Here's our new announcement crew.